Welcome to another episode of my journey to $1 million revenue. I am Melon and I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Melon Studio. And this YouTube series I started producing last May when I turned 44 to document my journey to scaling my business, growing my business to reach $1 million revenue. And I wanted to document the strategies I'm implementing and if it's working, what are the things that I'm doing wrong, what are the things I'm doing right, and hopefully those who are watching this series will be able to learn something, get inspired. And today I'll be diving into the 5 biggest mistakes business owners and entrepreneurs make when they're scaling their business. Hopefully, I will not commit any of these mistakes, but what's important is whenever we commit mistakes, the important thing is for us to learn from these mistakes, learn to fail forward, because making mistakes in business is inevitable. All business owners make mistakes. It's just a matter of how big the mistakes are, how big the effect of it is in the company. And so today I'll be sharing those mistakes that I learned from people who have succeeded in scaling their business and people who have failed to succeed in scaling their business and have closed down their business. So I hope this episode will be useful to you and will give value to you, especially if you're trying to scale your business. Maybe you're like me, you're trying to scale the business to a 7-figure business or more, multi-7-figure business, or maybe you're on your way to your 8-figure business, or maybe you're just trying to grow your business and open in new markets, or maybe you're trying to grow your team or offer new products or service. Whatever it is that your plan or goal is, while you're scaling your business, I hope this episode will be helpful to you. And I hope, we try to avoid these mistakes together because, it's better still not to commit these mistakes, but it's important for us to know what are they and how it will be useful for us to know these mistakes. So mistake number 1 is not having a plan. So having a plan in scaling a business, I think, is very important. When I started a business in 2009, I did not have a plan. Actually, my plan was just to pay the loan. I'll do photography and videography. We'll do photography and videography. We'll get projects. We'll get clients. We just needed the money to pay the loan that we had and recover our loss. So if you watch my previous videos, you know that we tried to open a restaurant. My partner ran away with the money, and we're stuck with more than $200,000 of loan. So that was like 600,000 dirhams. So that was the plan back then. But now I actually have a better plan. So I have defined my goals. Every year I have this financial plan. I have this marketing plan. And I think most business owners, especially some of the business owners I know who have failed the business, whenever I ask them about your goals and your plan for the year, they sometimes do not have one. And that is actually one of the signs that your business is going to fail. Because if you don't have a plan, you don't have a vision, where are you planning to take your business and how are you going to take your business forward? Make sure that the first thing you do when you're scaling a business is to have a plan. So just very quickly, because I know it's another topic, how do you make a plan to scale your business? So the first one is to first define your goals. And the second one is assess your current situation. This month for us, we're currently in the beginning of October. And actually this month is our month when we plan for 2024 or the next year. So we're already assessing where we are currently, and then we try to set the goals that we will have for 2024 based on the current situation that we have. Because of course, it's important for you to set goals, but it should be realistic and it should be attainable and measurable. So smart goals, remember smart goals? You should remember to set smart goals for your company and assess your current situation. Do a SWOT analysis of your business. So this is a whole another topic. I don't want to delve into it. I'm sure if you're a business owner, you get the idea of assessing your current situation and setting goals. As you set the plan for your business to scale up, you have to set your current metrics. Identify the key metrics that you want to measure, because of course you need to set goals, you need to set your strategies, and you have to identify the key metrics you want to measure. We had another episode about this. What metrics do I measure daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly? And of course, you don't wait for the end of the year for you to measure your key metrics, because there's no way for you to change strategies or come up with new strategies if you're only looking at your numbers once a year or even just every quarter. So it's very important for you to have key metrics that you're measuring and the rhythm when you should be measuring them. When you have a plan scaling the business, you have to create a strategy, write down the strategies that you want to implement. It's important for you to, like, I learned from YouTube videos, I learned from books, and I learned from my mentors. What are the growth strategies they're doing? What strategies is applicable for my business? So this is why I'm also documenting this journey, because I learn a lot of strategies. I hear a lot of strategies, and there's strategies that I am implementing and observing and measuring. It's important for you to write down your growth strategies for 2024, or as you scale your business. Don't wait for 2024 for you to start creating a strategy. Important thing is you do it now. But like I said, when you're planning to scale up, make sure you have a plan. And this is one of the ways to have a plan, is for you to have a growth strategy. So you have listed down your key metrics and make sure you monitor them and you have a record of these key metrics that you want to measure. Because right now I'm using Google Sheet and I have Xero to measure our revenue, and I also use HubSpot for marketing. So there are a lot of things that I measure, and I started to measure for me to see how the business is growing and if the strategies are working. Make sure you also measure this and make adjustments as you go. If you have a growth strategy plan, it's not set in stone. You can adjust here and there. You can tweak some of the strategies, adjust accordingly to make sure you achieve your goal. Mistake number 2 is something that I try to avoid, and most of us sometimes make this mistake, is trying to do too much. Besides managing the business, I homeschool 2 kids. I also do not have help at home. Most people are wondering, how do I do it? One of the things that I have trained myself to do is not to try to do too much. I used to do too many things at the same time. I remember there was a point, which is actually a turning point. So I used to be a full-time employee. So from 2009 to 2014, early 2014, I was a full-time employee. And I was working at home. I turned our laundry room into an office, and that was a very small room. And I was working, so I go to work 9 to 5, shoot over the weekends, and edit the photos and the videos as soon as I finish work. So that's when I reach home around 6. My daughter Chloe, she was around 2 to 3 years old. And one time she was like waiting for me to finish, that she fell asleep on the floor waiting for me to finish. And that was a turning point for me to, number 1, learn to say no and choose my priorities. When it comes to me trying to do everything, I just go back, sit back, and just look at my priorities as a person. My priorities are my family, God, serving, and giving value to others. So that time I said, okay, I'll quit my full-time job because I cannot just do everything. And there's a demand for us already for photography and videography, and then my daughter and my family. And so I said, like, I needed to choose that time between my full-time work and photography. So I chose to resign. I was an area manager already that time. So I decided to quit my full-time job and risk my full-time salary and, focus on the photography and videography business. I also learned right now to say no to things, because whenever you try to say yes to everything, you burn out, you overwork yourself. And this is not good, because I also had the time during my early business years that I wake up in the middle of the night because I'm thinking that I forgot to do something at work, or I forgot to reply to a client. And so that was For me, it was my peak of anxiety, and I was trying to do a lot of things at the same time, and it resulted in burnout. But now I learned to focus on what's really important, to focus on my priorities, and not try to do things too much. If you're trying to scale your business, don't push yourself too much. You know your capacity, and again, know your priorities. If I don't achieve that seven-figure business, that seven-figure number, it's all right. I'm not going to push myself to my limit. I'm not going to sacrifice my family time. I'm not going to sacrifice my health, my mental health, emotional health, and physical health to achieve this seven-figure business. It's important for you to know your limits, not to try to do too much. Mistake number 3 is not investing in the right people. Hello! Say hello, my little rescue doggy. My little rescue doggy. It's your mom. Sit. Am I gonna be now? Yes, you are in the video now. Can you please call the dog? And so, mistake number 3 is not investing in the right people. Hello there, Eddie. There you go. Thank you so much. Mistake number 3 is not investing in the right people. I have a team of 12. Team of 12. Yeah, I think so. Plus me and Arish. And we have some remote teams. And we also have a team of freelancers that we call whenever we need extra help. But right now, I think for me to scale the business also is I need to have key people. I have key people to do certain work. But for me, I think for me to achieve like substantial growth, I think I really need to hire like key people that, number 1, are smarter than me. Number 2, who shares the same core values, but have different opinions. I respect people's opinions, and I like people when they have different ideas and they present these ideas. They can properly communicate their ideas and present them to me because I want to learn. I want to learn from my team, and if they should be able to do things better than me. Like, I know how to do numbers, but of course, if someone can help me with the numbers, that would be helpful. I think that is one of the mistakes most business owners and or entrepreneurs commit is when they're not hiring the right people. If you watch one of my previous episodes, like I said in the beginning, also in this video, I trusted my business partner who was my landlady before, and she ran away with the money. And the same thing, I had like team members who I trusted and who had like, cost the business some losses as well. So those are some of the mistakes that I learned from. And now we have set some processes and set some parameters in the hiring and managing process that hopefully will improve the business. One of the things that I also learned from my favorite duo, Alex Hermosi and Layla Hermosi, is that it's important for you to fire faster than you hire, because a wrong team member it's like cancer in a company. So it's important for you to actually, this is something hard for me. For me, I like giving second chances. I like not even just second, I give third, fourth, fifth chance. And one of the also recent podcasts that I listened to from Female Fusion, firing is never easy for anyone. Letting go of people is never easy for any business owner, I think. And especially, so really like firing and letting go of people is a hard decision. But it's important for you to keep key people in your business if you want to scale your business, because having the right people on the bus, according to the book Good to Great, it's important for you to have the right people on the bus. And your company is that bus, because if you don't have the right people on the bus, your business will not grow and it will not go the direction that you want for it to go to. Fourth mistake most business owners and entrepreneurs make is not investing on processes and systems. A lot of processes and systems are dedicated to make your life easier. So right now, part of the strategies we're doing currently is establishing our processes and documenting them and writing them down. I know the process in the back of my mind. I know what to do, what are the step-by-step things to do. But if I want to step away from the business and to grow the business, I have to delegate these processes. And we have to have systems in place for me to be able to step back and not be always working in the business, If you have systems and process, it will help you, the business owner, to work on the business, growing the business, planning the vision, the direction where the business is going, instead of just working in the business and working in the cogs and the wheels. Systems and processes are there to help the business. So we have a step by step. It's actually still a rough draft, still in the process of refining, but I'm glad we're there. And then I'm glad we're using systems to help our processes move faster. This process and the systems has helped me actually to lighten my load. So before, like I said, I could not sleep thinking about this and this, but now I have delegated some things by hiring the right people. And with the processes and systems in place, I can take vacations like I did recently. If you have not seen my vlog, my recent episode where we had a trip in Boracay, it was a 17-day trip. It was the longest trip I had away from the company. And I was just glad that everything went well. That's a sign that the processes and the systems are working. Mistake number 5 is a mistake most businesses commit, is not marketing and selling effectively. Marketing and selling effectively is just another whole episode that I will be discussing maybe in the next few episodes. One of our businesses that my husband was managing is closing down. It's closing down because there was a lack of a lot of these. There was no systems in place, there was no plan, and there's no marketing. I was looking at this website and seeing there's a lot of businesses here in Dubai that are for sale, and the reason why most of them are being sold is because it was not growing. And the reason it was not growing is it lacked marketing. Because there's that keyword there is how you can improve this business after buying this business is through marketing. Whenever most companies fail because they think that the customers will just come, word of mouth is enough, but you have to have a marketing plan. You have to have an omni-channel approach to marketing. It's not just, okay, I'll be posting on Instagram and doing ads on Instagram and the sales will come. And then you, by the end of the month or by the end of the quarter, you'll be like, why did I not get sales? Because you did not have a strong marketing plan. You just thought, oh, if I post, then I will get sales. But you have to study and know your audience. If you want to know more about how we can help you with marketing, our company has another channel, the Melder Studio. Follow the Melder Studio if you want to know more about marketing, how visual content can help you with marketing, and what are the strategies you can implement. You can check out the channel. And of course, I'll be sharing another episode on the whole marketing thing, what I have been doing, how it has affected the numbers, and hopefully I can share that in the next few months. It's been June, July, August, September, October. It's been actually 6 months since I started recording and documenting this journey, and I will be sharing the marketing strategies that I have implemented. I have shared a few already in my previous episodes. So these are the 5 biggest mistakes that most business owners commit in scaling their business. Is number 1, not having a plan. Number 2, trying to do too much. Number 3 is not investing in the right people. Number 4, not investing on systems and processes. And number 5 is not having an effective marketing strategy or plan. So that's it for now. I hope you found value in this episode and in this video. And later in the day, I have a networking meeting and hopefully it becomes fruitful. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.